I believe I told you to... I believe I told you to be... I believe I told you to... I believe I told you to be here at 7:30 p.m. PT on the dot. I believe I told you to be here at 7:30 p.m. PT on the dot. Where have you been? Where have you... I told you to be in my office at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. I don't know what other time it would be, considering that we are in Pacific time. What time were you living in, huh? Urufu gang time? That's not a real thing. That's not a real thing. I told you to be here at 7:30 p.m. PT on the dot. Yet here we are at 7:39 p.m. PT. And you just arrived. You just arrived. What is that supposed to mean, huh? What is that supposed to mean? Do you not value your job here? Do you not value the salary that you earn? Because we can take that right away. We can take that away very easily. I believe I told you to be here 10 minutes ago. Where have you been? Where have you been? This is office bullying. I need HR. I am HR. What's your problem? Tell me. I'm HR. Is it time for lunch break yet? No. No, you just got... We have a meeting right now. We have a meeting at the moment. It is very rude, actually, to be asking if it's a lunch break yet, because I specifically asked you to be in my office. We are not having lunch. Is that what you think? Is that what you thought we were doing? No. No. We are not here for lunch. We are not here for any kind of pleasantries, okay? Boss, you're late yourself, but why is your shirt undone? My shirt's not undone. Why are you looking at my shirt? You should be looking into my eyes. As I speak to you, you should not be looking at anything other than my face. Or the floor. That is acceptable as well, as you dogeza at my feet. I am not late. I was in my office. You weren't in my office. I was in my office the whole time. I told you to meet me in my office. You were standing outside like a twat for 10 whole minutes. Grovels, heavy breathing. Sorry, boss. I was. Yeah. You were what? You were what, huh? You were what? You have an explanation? Because I'd like to hear it. I'd like to hear it. Keep going. Keep going. Sorry, boss, I was in the bathroom hyperventilating about our meeting. You shouldn't be doing that. If you're hyperventilating about our meeting, do it in the meeting so I can see you doing it, okay? If you're gonna hyperventilate about the meeting, come to the meeting first. Don't go to the bathroom. There's no need to do that. If you throw up, there's a trash can in the corner. Hot damn, boss looking fine today, baby girl. Why don't we meet up in your office, blinders down, and have a little private meeting? Alright, you're fired. You're fired. Pack up your things. This is harassment. I quit. You quit? Okay. Then I don't have to give you your severance package. That's perfect for me. You sure you want to do that? You sure? I'm gonna be in the studio tonight, so whatever happens, don't let the boss bear know that Ferrari kid's gonna show up really late for work. Too late. You know that I see all. You know that I see all here. What are you trying to do, huh? What are you trying to do? I have eyes and ears everywhere. Quite literally. Quite literally. I see all. If you need to hyperventilate, do it in my office. If you throw up, do it in the trash can in my office. Don't get it on me or you're gonna have to slurp it back up. Got it? I wish my boss was this cute. I am your boss, and you're not allowed to call me cute. I am the authority figure here. You're not allowed to call me cute. The boss gets $1, I get a dime. That's why I spend all day drawing her feet on company time. Mr. Agemara, I am calling you in for a disciplinary meeting. This is very inappropriate. This is incredibly inappropriate. We may need to transfer you to another division. And when I tell you that I am actually the most lenient boss here, I am not joking. I know you think I'm a stickler, but I'm not joking. I'm the most lenient one here. I'm sorry, boss. I was watching my Oshi stream and I had to wait till she read my super chat. Took longer than I thought. You're watching streams at work? Who exactly are you watching on company time? This is called theft. Theft of time. You should not be watching streams on company time. You are stealing from the company who pays you money to work during this time. This is thievery, and I will call the police. Ma'am, I don't think your attire is up to dress code. I'm reporting you to HR. Actually, I'm the one who comes up with dress code. And I think I actually comply perfectly with dress code. You know who doesn't though? You. Why are you wearing an anime girl t-shirt to work? That is not work compliant. Those are not work clothes. You should not be wearing that to work. I can explain. I was helping this granny across the street, but this thug wanted to throw a hand, and I was holding our bare turf. So why do you look perfectly unscuffed, huh? Why do you look perfectly unscuffed? If you were truly fighting someone, you would be more scuffed. Explain yourself. Are you lying to me? Because that has dire consequences as well. Are you lying to me? Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Why were you really late? I swear it wasn't me, boss. I would never commission something like that. I don't even like feet. You sound awfully defensive. For someone who doesn't like feet, you sound awfully defensive. You know how weird it is to be commissioning art of your boss in very inappropriate positions? That is grounds for getting fired. But we're not gonna actually. We're just gonna wait until you. We're just gonna make sure that you quit. Nah, thank you for the 5 gifteds. Thank you for the memberships. Thank you for the members. Thank you. Commissioning lewd art and thinking of your boss in lewd ways is very inappropriate. And in a way, while I am flattered, this is not suitable for a work environment. Okay? Do you understand? Sorry, boss, I was watching the super cool blue bear named Fujikura Uruka and sent her free supas. I'll reflect on my behavior and cease all future supas. You know what you should be giving those supas to? Me, your boss. You know why? Because you're watching streams on company time and you owe me money because I pay you money to be working during these times. So why should I give you money if you're just watching streams during work time? You should be giving me your supers. Sorry, I was browsing Pippa Pipkin's Wikifeet page. That's another thing that we need to block on our Wi-Fi. Hey Bear Boss, is this a bad time to ask for a raise? I have called you in for a one-on-one meeting. I, your boss, have called you in for a one-on-one meeting. And I am clearly not happy. And you have the gall to ask for a raise? You have the gall to ask me for more money? I have half the mind to demote you. Wait, we get paid? I never got paid. You do get paid, you just never look at your bank account. If you look at your bank account, you would see that you do get paid. Hey boss, I'm gonna need some PTO. My wife's boyfriend's gonna treat us to a vacation. We're gonna get as crusty as your physics-defying tie. Your wife's boyfriend is treating you to vacation? Well, I don't care. You're not getting paid time off for that. Also, why does your wife have a boyfriend? Are you not your wife's boyfriend / husband? Also, how dare you call my tie crusty? My tie is not crusty. This is called peak fashion. This is called peak fashion. This is what's in these days, okay? How dare you? How dare you? First, you're late. Then, you ask for a raise. Then, you insult my way of dress. I'll have you know that I had a meeting with the board members earlier this morning, and I was complimented for my work clothes. I'll have you know. Although all of the board members are old men, so maybe that's why. But I think that it's very fashionable. PTO is not granted. You do not get PTO. If you give me a better reason, maybe. I just had to use the restroom when I got in. Well, we had this meeting scheduled for the past few days. You should have used the restroom before. You've known that we had this meeting scheduled for a very long time. You should have used the bathroom before it was time to come in. Got it? This Boss Baby sequel looks a little weird. I am not a baby. I am your boss. I am not a baby. Thank you. Man, what's up with your tie? It's called modern fashion. Okay? Just because I'm heading into work doesn't mean I need to dress like an old lady. It's peak fashion. Boss, can we continue this in your office? You're embarrassing me in front of everyone. This is my office. You've been working here for long enough. How do you not know that this is my office? Do you realize that there's no one else in the room with us? I have half the mind to drag you outside by the ear and yell at you in front of everyone, though, because of how stupid you're being. But you wouldn't want that, would you? I'm gonna do you a big favor and not do that. Boss, why meeting? Could this have been an email? This could not have been an email. Clearly, because of how stupid you are. You wouldn't even read the email. In fact, I'm sure if you show me your email right now, all of your emails are unopened. I know that for a fact. I've known you long enough. You've been working under me for long enough. I know that you don't read your emails. I was... Where'd he go? I was reading something in there. Oh, I was here on time. I was eating the free food in the fridge that other people are kind enough to leave in there. Sir, that is not your food. People have been complaining about this. People have been complaining about you being a fat ass and eating all their lunches. That is only one of the reasons why I have called you in for a private a private one-on-one meeting. That is only one of the reasons. Can't fall for phishing if I don't read the emails. You know, you can also read the emails and also not be stupid enough to fall for phishing, okay? Hey, so what ways can we cut costs to save money so that we can increase quarterly revenue? How about we remove coffee from the break room? No. Coffee is what keeps us efficient. Coffee is what keeps us efficient, productive, hustling. We cannot take the coffee away. Take away the food. If we take anything away, anything but the coffee, we cannot do that. And also, I'm not here taking suggestions from you. I'm not here to take suggestions from you. I'm here to reprimand you. That's why I've called you in for today. I'm here to reprimand you. Smack some sense into you. Because you're being stupid and everyone's complaining about you. I don't want to have to fire you, even though I said earlier that I am going to fire you. I don't want to have to fire you. But if it comes down to it, I will. Boss, I told a joke so funny during lunch that HR wants to hear it now too. Well, I'm HR. So tell me the joke, but not really. I don't want to hear it. The employees can buy their own coffee. It's much more efficient for the employees to have coffee accessible in the office. If employees need to go buy their own coffee, that is at least 10 minutes time wasted going to buy coffee and coming back with their coffee. It is way more efficient to have coffee in the office so that they can get their coffee and go back to their desk. Hey boss, accounting just called. They want to know when you're going to send this week's payroll. Well, I'll send it when you have it done. Got it? Got it? I'll take physical abuse over job loss. I am not here to physically abuse anyone. But if I need to smack some sense into you, I will. I will do it. And because I am HR, you can't report it to anyone. It's for your own good, okay? I don't want you to lose your job. I don't want you to lose your job, but you're not doing a satisfactory job here. I don't want you to have to lose your job, but you're not doing the work that you need to do. Asian boss girl equals ABG. I'm a bear boss woman. A BBW. I'm a bear boss woman. Boss bear, please don't fire me. I do anything. Oh yeah? Anything? You really mean anything? I can come up with a lot of things that you wouldn't want to do. You really mean that? But there's a weird fish man selling coffee outside. Don't mind him. Don't mind him. He's a mass hallucination. It's mass hysteria. He doesn't actually exist. Does this meeting provide lunch? No! Why do you keep thinking it provides lunch? Why do you keep thinking it provides lunch? I called you in for a serious conversation. Why would I be giving you sandwiches and cookies? A BBW, a bear boss woman. What's the problem? What's the problem? Excuse me, boss. HR wants to talk to you before the meeting. Something about abuse of power and insider trading. They seem very mad and they had lawyers said the cops will escort you. I know you're trying to blackmail me, aren't you? You're trying to blackmail me. I do not partake in insider trading. I just use the knowledge that I have to my advantage. I don't abuse my power. I'm just trying to get my employees to be more efficient. There's no reason for any kind of legal action to be taken. When's the last time you got audited? I don't need to be audited. I don't need to be audited. Boss, if this is about the missing office supplies, I swear the coffee maker fell on my suitcase on its own. Why do you have a suitcase in the office? You're not supposed to live here, you know? This is not your apartment. If you must, you may sleep over once in a while to get your work done. But this is not your apartment. You should not have your luggage in here. You are paid an adequate amount. You are paid more than adequate, actually, considering how little work you actually do. Boss. Hey boss, can I leave early today? Wife wants me to sign the divorce papers and I need to catch my son's birthday party. I got him a new bike. Look, you're allowed to leave early for all those reasons, but only if you make up the time another day. How many hours are you missing today? You have to make that up. You have to make it up. Mrs. BBW, can I have a promotion? No, I'm actually here considering demoting you, you stupid. Unrelated, my cat just knocked one of my violins off my piano and broke it. I'm so upset, but this helps me a bit. Thank you for the humor, Uruka. What the hell? Don't put your violin on a piano. Don't do that. Also, just don't put your violin on knockable places if you have a cat. Boss Uruka, I'll just let you know that I have already talked to HR about all the harassment after hours. Told you many times that after 5 p.m. costs extra. Well, it shouldn't cost extra if you haven't been doing any work during real work times. I see you browsing your hentai during work hours. You gotta make it up after 5 p.m., okay? Okay? You got your afternoon prawn time. You gotta make it up after 5 p.m., okay? Also, you just shouldn't be doing that during work hours in the office. That's gross. Don't do that. But you do it. No, I don't. I am a professional bear boss. I only do those things after hours. When I am not around my employees, who I am supposed to have authority over. Personal things on your own personal time. No personal things in company time, okay? I don't want to know about that. Sending you, go boss, my whole salary as supas. That is, I know how much I pay you. That is not your whole salary. I don't need you to pay me your whole salary. Your salary is yours to use. Especially if you find the need to be stealing our coffee makers and sleeping in the office, your salary is yours to use. Don't send me your entire salary. I pay you for a reason. But only if you work and stop watching prawn. Night, thank you for the super with the dog. Thank you. Boss, if I stay any later, I go over 45 hours and get overtime. There is no reason why you should be working. Do you mean 45 hours straight? I mean, I appreciate the work ethic, but it's not very healthy for you to do that. I don't need you to crash and burn before you finish your work. Boss, I will work a gorillion unpaid overtime hours for one after work date. Please, please, please. You know very well that it's against company policy to date employees, you know very well that it is against company policy. Why would you want to go on a date with me anyways? I thought you hated me. I'm your boss. I boss you around. It's a conflict of interest, exactly. Meal for two. The two can dine at McDonald's. We have a dynamic, you know? There's a power dynamic here. I have authority over you. You don't know anything about me other than the fact that I am your boss. Wouldn't it be really weird to see your boss being normal? I think that would be odd, and that would be a conflict of interest, because then you wouldn't get any work done. Boss, are we still on a 996 work schedule? I forgot what that means, but yes. Yes. Hey boss, did you approve my vacation time off? No. We've got a lot to do. You can't take vacation. We've got a lot to do. 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week. Yeah, true, yeah. 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 Exactly. You can't treat us this way just because you're... just because your pleasure hole is dry? I'm sorry, what? I work 60 hours with 0 overtime. I'm sorry? I'm sorry? I'm sorry? I'm writing up a report about that. I'm writing up a report about that. That is very inappropriate. That is very inappropriate. That is not something that you say to your boss. That is not something you say to your boss. I'm writing you up. And I am HR, so I do make the decision. I really don't want to fire you, because I know that you really need this job. But if you keep saying things like this, I have no choice. I have no choice. I'm gonna demote you. You're gonna get less salary. But if this keeps going, I'm actually gonna have to fire you. Now I check my bank. Nothing. I live off my parents. There should be money in your bank because we do pay our employees a livable wage. Okay? But you keep going with your sexual harassment comments, and you're not gonna have as much of a livable wage anymore. Boss, it's time for my scheduled lunch break. No, it's not. No, it's not. I called you in for a specific purpose, but the more that we talk, the more problems I'm starting to find. You cannot just tell someone at your workplace, especially not your boss. You cannot even say the word. Do not even utter the word pleasure hole. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Sorry, boss, I was actually at the bar getting drunk during my lunch break. That is another issue. You cannot be drinking on company time. If you are working, you cannot be drunk, you cannot be high. None of those things. How about you write these nuts up next? I'm ready to tear these nuts off your... If it's motivation for you to work, I might just have to give him a little kick. Well, boss, I'm gonna get HR on you for all the sexual assault you've been torturing me for. I'm assaulting you? I'm not the one who talks about your pleasure hole, okay? I'm not the one who was talking about your pleasure hole, okay? let's not get confused here. Let's not get confused here about who is the one harassing the other. As junior head of marketing, they didn't say that. You are not junior head of marketing. You are an assistant manager. You are not the junior head of marketing. Salary so low we have to live in a bear cave. No. I live in a bear cave, and it's not because the salary is so low, it's just because I like to live in a bear cave. Okay, bear caves are pretty nice. Okay? Boss, you're too cute, it's distracting me from work. You can't tell your boss that you're attracted to her. Okay? You can't be doing that. I am your boss. I am in work mode. I tell you what to do, you do it. You don't get to see what my real personality's like. You don't get to see me off hours. I'm your boss, and that's that. But that's all you taught me in the academy. What? I didn't teach you to harass people. Who do you think was me? I didn't teach you to harass anyone. I don't know what you're talking about. What the hell? That's not allowed, okay? It's not allowed. Bro. Sir. Sorry, I didn't mean that bro to slip out. I was just too shocked. Hey boss, it was a good run, but I'm only 5'8" and make nowhere near 90k a year. I'm moving on to different horizons. That has nothing to do with me. Why are you telling me this? I am well aware of your height, and as I am also well aware of your salary. I know both of these things. Why are you telling me this? I don't care. There's no height limit to be working at this company. And this is the company that gives you your salary. I don't care. Why are you telling me? Sorry, boss, I'm feeling sick. Can I leave work early? How sick do you feel? What kind of sick do you feel? Tell me. Do you have proof? If I touch your forehead, will it be hot? If I stick a thermometer up your ass, will it be a fever? Can I have a hug? The workplace is not the place for hugs. I am your boss. I'm not supposed to hug you. I am not supposed to hug you. Boss, I found this weird worm toy under your desk. Also, can I have compensation for my commute? No. Also, that is my fidget worm, and that has nothing to do with you. It helps me get work done. So it's perfectly fine. It helps me get work done, it's not a distraction, and it's not inappropriate for the workplace. So it's perfectly fine. Uruka senpai, trying to hold tears. I was grovels. I was slammed with work and I really dozed off. Please, I need this job to pay. One sa Uruka. Yeah, yeah, you want a doge-sa? You want a doge-sa at my feet and tell me that again? Yeah, keep crying. Keep crying. You didn't want to work before? Okay, yeah. Keep crying. How is that my problem? You're wasting company time. If you really need this job, stop wasting company time. Boss, we just attended school last weekend. I thought we were just volunteers. Also, please sign off our volunteer time forms. No. You got this job right after you ended school. Because we are gracious and we accept high school graduates. Immediately. But if you're not doing your work, you're gonna have to do the naked doge-za, okay? If you want to keep your job, grovel at my feet. When were we when we're naked? Well, you're clearly not feeling sorry enough, so we're gonna have to take it a step further. You never paid me, I quit. I only stayed and put up with the workplace abuse because you were hot. I'm out and reporting you to the labor board. There's no need. There is no need for you to stay just because I'm... Oh, you think I'm... I appreciate it, but that is not an appropriate sentence to be saying at work. Not appropriate. You think your boss is hot? You shouldn't be telling her that. Shouldn't be telling her that. I am well aware that I am mildly attractive, but that's not an excuse for you to not complete your work by the agreed upon deadline, okay? There's been a lot of complaints about you from people who need to get their things done, but they can't do their things when you don't do your things first. We're a team. This is a team. It's an assembly line. We all have to do our part. And you're not doing yours. So what are we gonna do about that, huh? Sorry, boss, I had to call out the past few days. I was given some fried chicken that I think was undercooked and got salmonella. You got proof for that? You got proof? You can't just claim that you had salmonella. You can't just claim it. That's coming out of your vacation days. Hey boss, accounting just called. Oh, I already read that. You're the one who's supposed to be doing that. Sorry boss. Hard to resist those emails when they're all hot single ABGs in my area. They got me acting unwise. Why do you have your work email registered with PronHub? You know, when you get those emails that say hot single ABGs in your area, they're not real. You know that, right? Why did you register PronHub with your work email? That is another problem we have. I'm gonna have to write you up for that as well. But to meet the deadline, I gotta sleep at the office. Can I use yours? It's a lot nicer. Actually, you live a lot closer to than me. Right? Can I crash there? No, employees are not allowed to stay with their boss. You are not allowed to do that. You are allowed to crash in the office. You are not coming home with me. Boss, people are saying you're hot. I'll turn on AC. No, don't do that. I am not hot. Don't turn on the AC. That's a waste of electricity. Don't turn it on. The joke is HR. I'm HR. Are you saying that I'm a joke? I have a problem with that as well. At the moment, we have a very long list of misdemeanors. And it's becoming increasingly difficult for me not to fire you. I'm trying to come up with reasons not to, because I know you need this job. And I know that you are very fresh out of school, and I don't want to do this to you. I know everyone has their rough patches, and I want to give you leeway. But the more that I find out, the harder it is to keep you around. Put in a coffee vending machine in the office. They pay us for convenient access to coffee. We'll be making lots of money from this. You know, you'll be buying the coffee from the vending machine, right? I don't think you're not gonna be making money from it. You're not gonna be making money from it. You know, you have to buy the coffee. You're the one who has to buy it. In what case can I get you to play Visage? I don't know what that is, and we're in a very serious meeting at the moment. You should not be asking me about any kind of games. The only game we're playing is the "How do I not get you fired" game. Alright, should I put my hands against the wall? Look. I have a very, very, very long list of transgressions in front of me right here that we've listed out together. And yeah, usually this would be grounds for firing. But if we can come up with a different kind, if we can come up with a way to get you to do your work, tell me what will help you. What will help you? Because I really, really, really hate to fire people. Let's sniff a armpit. Ew. Ew. For money, I already pay you a very sufficient amount. If you don't find it enough, then leave. Quit. Okay? But I know how much you need this job. Drugs, sex, rock and roll. I can only provide one of those things. And you should know which one it is. It's rock and roll. But you can only listen to it with headphones. Not drugs. No. I can only provide you with you can listen to rock and roll, but only with headphones. Boss, why was my leave request rejected? I put in 3 months in advance. Who's gonna take my mother to dialysis now? You did not put in a leave request. If you did, it would have been accepted because actually no, it would not. Because that would mean we still have to pay you, right? A coworker told me that you, boss, were playing with your worm. I figured it was okay if I did too. I thought this was an equal opportunity employer. When your coworker told you that I, the boss, was playing with my worm, it was this worm. My sensory worm, who is good for keeping me focused on my work. What is not okay is whipping out your pee-pee in the middle of the office. That is actually called sexual harassment. People do not want to see that. People don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. No one wants to see that. You cannot be doing these things in the office. In fact, we can actually call the police on you. Meth, let's go. No, we are not providing that. We are not providing drugs. Hey boss, as part of the retirement package, do we get stock options? You are not retiring. We are currently debating if you are going to quit, or if I'm gonna fire you, or if you're gonna do your job like a good boy, and I don't have to do anything. Boss, what's this P-Hub thing that keeps popping up on my screen? Is this a new computer-based training the company's implementing? You know what that is? That's a sign that you're a degenerate. You know what that is, and you know why that's there. Okay? Boss, our worm is also sensitive and helps us focus on work after we're done playing with it. Okay, look. As your boss, we are both adults here. If there is something you really need to do in order to focus better, go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. No one needs to see that. Okay? Do it in the bathroom. In a stall. No one needs to see that. I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice. Some fish offered me a packing job at a warehouse and my new boss should treat me with the respect I deserve. I actually know exactly what you're talking about. That packing job at the warehouse is actually a partner company that we work with. And I'll have you know that the boss there is much worse than I. I'm here to give you a chance. And you're not going to take that chance? If you're going to go with the fish, have fun. Because he's not going to treat you nearly as well as I do. But if that's what you want, then go for it. I'll just let you know right here, right now, he's not going to treat you as well as I. You're not going to get as good of a benefits package. And you're not going to have as good of a salary. And the work is harder. Boss, I just headhunted by some seafood company run by fishmen. Yep, that's the one. That's the one. Bossu, I think you have a rip on your stockings. I'm not wearing any stockings. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Are you blind? First you're not doing your work, then you're actually blind? Hang on, I gotta beat up this boss and level up. No, I'm not that kind of boss. Are you so chronically online that you think I'm a dungeon boss? No, I am your work boss. You're so cooked. Your brain is so cooked. Boss, don't look at my blue bear boss search history. I am well aware of what you search on company time because you do it on company computer with company Wi-Fi. I am very well aware of what you're searching up. I let it slide because I thought you were doing your work. But you didn't get any of it done. And thus we add another transgression to the list. You're a big boss, you're not even invisible. Why would I be invisible? Why should I be invisible? What? But Fishman offers free coffee. Counter offer? Coffee cannot pay your rent. That's what I tell you. There's no counter offer. You cannot pay rent in coffee. I can't believe my bear boss wants me to quit my job so I can become her stay-at-home husband. Is this abuse of power? God, I hope so. While it would be nice to have a stay-at-home husband, I do not want it to be you. So, no, I'm not trying to coerce you to do anything. No, I'm not. Boss, I think office morale is low since you moved the coffee pot and Keurig machine into your office, which you keep locked. That is untrue. That is very untrue, and I can't believe you would accuse me of such things. I will add that to the list of transgressions. Accusing boss of crimes. You're not allowed to do that. It's not true. The coffee pot and the Keurig are both in the break room, which are not locked and not my office. Oh. I was just breathing. Nothing happened. I'd get more work done if you didn't call meetings like this all the time. Well, good thing we're off hours, right? Good thing. And no, that's not true. I usually don't call you to any meetings and you still don't do anything, so. I can't focus. Perhaps there's a way to help me. You know how I can help you? I'll reach down and slap your balls if you don't get your work done, okay? Can you focus now? Hey boss, the new HR lady's kinda hot, am I right? You realize we're the same bear. You realize we're the same bear, right? You do realize that, right? No way you would be that stupid and not realize that, right? But 3 members of my group never contributed to the presentation and they still happen to look so delicious. I'm sure you understand why I did what I did. You are a grown adult working in a grown-ass office. This is not school, okay? If 3 members of your group are not doing any work, tell me and I can have them fired. But I highly doubt that was the situation, because I think you're the one who wasn't doing any work. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are we done here? It's almost 9 and I really want to get to that bar with the cute bartender. We are not done here. We still have not come to a conclusion. I need you to tell me what you need me to do in order to help you to finish all your deadlines on time. Because when you don't finish your deadlines on time, everyone else needs to push back theirs. Because this is how the office works. Got it? Low performers sent to Fishman's warehouse? Yes. If you think you want to go to the warehouse, no you don't. Because that's called a demotion. Boss, I got an email from a fish in a suit about buying coffee. Does that count as a phishing scheme? No. It's perfectly safe, and I would actually recommend the coffee. It's very good. That's actually the coffee that's in the break room. It's very good. Keeps everyone very productive. Uruka's after-work Moe Gap transformation. You do not get to see that. There is no I am always like this. I am always a hard ass, and I'm always bossing people around. I have no soft side. Get your work done. Can we go to the violin concert after work? You can go. I'm not going with you. I'm your boss, I'm not your friend. Sorry boss, but if you find a manga, please don't read it. I really don't want anyone to know I'm reading Yuri manga about an overbearing boss. Alright, well, if I find it, I'm gonna read it. Tell me which one it is. I'll give it a look and see if it's safe. I'll see if it's safe for the company to read on company time. You can get a little break here and there if it's Yuri manga. If you're HR and my boss, what was my position in the company again? Am I HR as well? Can I fire Steve for taking my parking stop? No. You cannot fire anyone. You are an assistant manager. You cannot fire Steve, but you can thank you for letting me know that he took your parking spot. I can try to make him stop. What deadline? We got hired this Tuesday. Who are you? I'm your boss. If you got hired this Tuesday, no you didn't, because you were hired on Sunday when you graduated school. And the deadline was actually earlier today. It was your first assignment and you didn't get it done. You were goofing around and I seen your search history. This isn't school anymore. You can't be doing that. How can I respect a boss who doesn't look like they can hold their drink? Drink me under the table and maybe I'll stop slacking off so much. What? That doesn't mean what I think it means, does it? Being a boss doesn't mean I have to hold my liquor, okay? It doesn't mean I have to hold my drink. It just means I have to be good at what I do and authoritative. Sorry I've been slacking. I saw you reading Frozen fanfic and got really invested when I looked it up. If you think I was reading Frozen fanfiction, oh, you are very wrong. Oh, you are very wrong. That must have been either someone else, or I was reading something else and you got confused with Frozen fanfiction, which is very embarrassing for you, by the way, because there's nothing that I would read on company time that would even resemble Frozen fanfiction. But I don't even really work here. Yeah, you don't. Clearly. Clearly, because you haven't gotten any work done. Huh. Boss, why do you keep pointing at the copier and printer on your left? Did I forget to do something with it? Yeah, you forgot. You forgot to turn it off and unjam it. I told you to unjam it. Unjam it. Even the simplest of things you can't do. Okay? Why? Why? The simplest of things. Meep would like to request paid time off. Okay. I'll grant paid time off to Meep. But only for Meep. Yeah. Only Meep. You can get paid time off. Because you're so polite. Thank you, Meep. Jam it in? No. I need you to unjam the printer. Because someone tried to stick their pee-pee inside. And it's all gross and nasty and jammed with paper now. It's a normal phrase, man. For once I'm not being sussy. It just means outdrink me. Not anything actually under the table, you gutter mind. Okay, I don't know the phrase, okay? I'm not a drinker. I don't drink. So I don't know the phrases. Is there any reason why I called to this meeting too? I'm security and I'm supposed to be on post right now. No you're not. You're the assistant manager. If you think you're security, you're a little delusional. Like Dwight from The Office. But this is not The Office and I'm not Michael Scott, so do your work. Boss, you can't blame me for the lack of efficiency. You were the one who hired me despite knowing I have debilitating physical disability. You can only blame yourself for being stupid. No, I didn't. It was never mentioned when you applied. It was never mentioned. I didn't know. If that is something that you have, I didn't know that. It was never mentioned on your application. That's now white out. Either on the glass. It doesn't matter what it is. The only thing that matters is that you have to clean it. Yeah? Hey boss, I gotta sleep at the office today for crunch time. Do you happen to have a blanket or a pillow by any chance? I do, but I'm not gonna give it to you. Because it's my blanket and my pillow. Bring your own. I'm not sharing. Hey boss, can you introduce me to the boss from the upper department? She looked like a hottie. No. No, I won't. No, I won't. No. Why would I do that? However hot she is, I'm hotter. What the fuck? Authority? Okay, this meeting is nice and all, but you know I'm the owner's son, right? I'm gonna go get lunch if you didn't actually get anything. No you're not. You're not the owner's son. I know you're not the owner's son, because I know the owner's son. I know the owner's son. It's all... How do you think I got to my position? It's all... That's a joke. That's a joke. Boss, the printer's jammed. Can we toss it out the window and get a new one? No, you're supposed to unjam it. You're supposed to unjam it. That was a joke. The real reason why I'm in this position is because I am extremely qualified. I am extremely qualified, and all of the board members are old men. And I am a young bear woman, and I think they like my They like my fresh, new perspective. Fresh, new perspective that I bring to the company. Yes, fresh, two new perspectives. Well, that is true. I got the eyes and ears of a bear. That's another perspective. Hey boss, just got in. Did I miss anything? Yeah, you missed a lot. You missed a lot. You're stupid. Hey boss, can we have a scary movie night? That is not what we're here to discuss right now. We need to get down to the bottom of this. We cannot have a scary movie night. Ever. I do not watch scary movies. And we do not have movie nights in the office. Message received, boss. No coworker dating. By the penthouse floor windows open and big enough for a person to jump through? Thanks. No, the penthouse floor windows do not open up. You cannot jump out. You cannot jump out of them. Why do you want to date your boss so bad? Do you have some kind of weird kink or something? Why do you want to date your boss so bad? Paying your workers a livable wage is the least believable part of this whole meeting. Well, it is a very good company, okay? It is a very good company, which is why you should be very thankful that we hired you in the first place. And even though you've only been here for 3 days, you're already slacking off. Not a good sign for you. For the title of the boss, I challenge you in combat, on guard. If you do that, I am calling the police. How many floors up is our office? We are currently on the 22nd floor. As you can see out the window behind us, it is very high up. We're on the 22nd floor. But the windows don't open. They don't open so that you can jump out of them, so you cannot jump out of them. If no drink, why bottle at desk? It's filled with water. You know, it's very important to stay hydrated while you work so that you do not pass out from dehydration. We always want our company employees to be well fed, well hydrated so that they can work as efficiently as possible. Hear that? That's the sound of hydration. Huh. Can we just get the weekly beating over with? Yeah, let me just take out my belt. Pull the pants down. Huh. Boss, this company produces Phase Hammer 40 game, also Yuri production house to a former asylum that says they are an idol group with a blue bear, the Yuri harem protagonist. See, I don't even know what you're saying right now. I don't even know what you're saying right now. I think you're a little delusional. Hey boss, here's that file you wanted of Face Talent's foot pics. Not sure why you needed that on your desk. I never asked for that. I never asked for that. If you saw something that said I wanted that, you were either hacked or you're joking. I never asked for that. Please take it off my desk and burn it. I don't want it. Where did you even get that in the first place? That's weird. You're a creep. You're a weirdo. I'm a creep. Boss, I think someone death quan clawed the toilet. What does that even mean? What is a death quan clog? I'm about to dehydrated. Only your spit can save me. I know that blue bear saliva is a very lucrative healing device, but I am not going to give you my spit just because you're dehydrated, okay? I'm not doing that. Boss. Hello, boss. Hello, boss. Dry and wet separation bathroom. We're in crippling bankruptcy, so pizza party? No, we should not be buying pizza to have a pizza party if we're in crippling bankruptcy. Also, we are not in crippling bankruptcy. What company do you think we are? We are a very, very well-off company, okay? We are not anywhere near bankrupt. Sorry boss, I just got poached by Fujikura conglomerate. Consider this my resignation letter. That's not real. That's not a real company. You know how I know that's not real? Because that's literally my name. Stupid. Stupid. Hey boss, why didn't you approve my transfer to main office? Because I want you here in my office. For reasons. But not if you're gonna show that you are going to procrastinate on all the work that you do. Hey boss, the FBI is here. They're asking about the dead fish man in the closet. They said something about finding some blue bear coffee in your office and something about some guy named Sakana. Oh, right. He shouldn't be dead. There's no dead fish man in the closet. No one's dead. Don't worry about it. Just tell them it's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah. Everything's fine. Boss, I'm confused about this memo on my desk. Why does my job responsibilities now include giving you a daily foot rub? No, it doesn't. You clearly misread, because part of your responsibility is giving me a daily back rub. Okay, not a foot rub. Back. Shoulders and back. Because I work very hard every day in front of the computer. And I'm very tight. I need a back and shoulder massage. Not a foot rub. But only if you know how to do it correctly. Yeah, I'm gonna need those TPS reports. See, I don't even know what that is. Boss, our IT account's not set up. I can't get company emails if I can't log in company Outlook. We don't use Outlook. We use faceconnect.com. We have an IT account. You just don't know how to use it, and you don't need to know. How about we use the massager you got last month to make it easier? I prefer hand massages. I would prefer a hand massage. If I wanted to use a massaging device, I would use it. I prefer hand massages. I prefer the touch of a human or a bear. Just a living being. You would like us to clean your feet with our What is your problem? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? That's diabolical. That is diabolical. Fired. Boss, will you take your shoes off if I grovel at your feet? No. What the hell? No, I won't. Why would I do that, huh? Excuse me, boss. Is it just me or you look like the HR, the receptionist, the security, and the janitor? That's because a lot of people who work here are blue bears. Yeah. A lot of people who work here are blue bears. So it's very easy to confuse us all. But that's bearist. We don't all look the same. We're just all blue bears. Boss, the batteries for the company's Wii mods are dead. Where can I find more? You can find some in my desk drawer. I'll pass you some. I have a lot of batteries in my desk drawer. But there should also be some in the company break room, the supply closet. I'm an overachieving kind of guy, so I will go on beyond and offer a full body massage. Full body. I mean, that would be rather inappropriate, I think. I believe that would be rather inappropriate for my employee to give me a full body massage. Shoulders and back will be perfectly acceptable. Maybe neck as well. Just sent in my application. How long is the hiring process? Also, what kind of job is this? You don't need to you already applied and you already got the job. You're the assistant manager. But not for long. If you keep slacking. Ear massages, no, ears are off limits. Ears are completely off limits. You cannot touch them. If you touch them, you're fired. I had a note from Dr. Mario, but my dog ate it. Well, that sounds like a you problem, doesn't it? Go ask your doctor for another one, or I'm gonna think you're lying. Yeah? Got it? Got it? Nothing inappropriate at all. You would be paying him for a service rendered. I just don't think it's very appropriate for an employee to be touching another worker, another person at the company in that way. Full body massage is a little too much. Shoulders and back is okay. Only if I'm wearing a shirt. I went to HR to complain about the badgers in the scrum room, but some crazy short lady yelled at me in Japanese and threw her coffee mug at me. Why did you go to HR? I am HR. I am HR. So if you have anything to complain to me. Not that I want to hear you complain. Boss, as a gentleman such as myself, wearing a monocle, I would advise you to pull your jacket up as your undershirt / underpersimissime to be showing through your shirt. What? My what? No, please, no praise needed, really. I know for a fact that nothing is see-through through the shirt. I've checked myself. This is something that I check with every shirt that I get. I know that it's not see-through. I know that you can't see anything, so you're lying to me. And even if it is see-through, well, maybe that's even more motivation for you, right? Maybe that's even more motivation for you, huh? Boss, the president of the Phase Mental Rehabilitation Clinic is not gonna just update me. They have almost found all the escapees. They're just looking for a pink rabbit and a dangerous blue bear. I think you're the one who should be in a mental clinic because I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about. I think you just came out of a mental clinic. Boss, there are men in black suits looking for me. I'm gonna need to get out of here. I think I can go slow-mo and dodge bullets. Can you really? Also, the men in black suits are just the security guards. If they're looking for you, that means you pissed them off somehow. What did you do? What did you do to piss off the security, huh? What did you do to piss off the it's not very easy to piss off the security. Although I guess if it's you, it's very easy to piss it's very easy to piss off anyone. I guess if it's you. She's too young to have seen the movie. I have seen the movie. I have seen The Matrix. The men in black suits are security guards. Boss, a coworker called me pocket fatty. Well, you have been eating everyone's lunches in the fridge, so can you really blame them? Mr. 4XL. Black is a bold color to wear underneath at work, but I approve. Still couldn't get a good look at your pencil skirt. It really suits you. I am not wearing a black bra under my shirt. And it is very inappropriate to be commenting on that in the first place. If I was wearing a black bra under this shirt, it would be very, very visible. It would be incredibly visible. I am wearing a skin-colored bra underneath. Not that you need to know that. Not a black one. I drink 2 times the coffee if your face was on it. Funny you should say that because my face is on one of the coffees in our coffee room. I don't know if you noticed. I'm also a coffee model. I am wearing a bra. Not that I need you to know that though. You don't need to know the state of your boss's bra wearing. Free coffee, maybe sign off the payroll paper. You already get free, you already get free coffee. Why are you still asking for free coffee? There's coffee in the break room. The coffee in the break room is free. What about that? Do you not understand? So how much longer are we in the naked doge-sa for? This seems like a violation of my right. You will stay there for as long as you need to in order to understand the severity of your transgressions. Might need to zoom in to disprove us. I have no need to disprove whatever my employees think I'm wearing underneath my shirt. Okay? There is no need for me to do that. Boss, I'm trying to focus on this email from the CFO asking for gifts for the employees and gift cards. You're distracting his request. So now you want to work? Now you want to work? Now that I've called you in here and forced you to doge-za at my feet, now you want to work? Okay, okay. Maybe I should do this more often. Clearly it's at least a little motivating. Dun dun dun. Dun dun. Boss, I need help playing with my sensory worm to focus. Can you help? You need to accommodate for my physical disability. I think the point of playing with the sensory worm to focus is that you play with it yourself. I don't think helping you play with it is gonna help. In my opinion. Why are you watching me distressed with my worm? This ain't a show. I am not. I'm not. I literally called you into a meeting, and you should not be playing with your worm during the meeting. I can, but you're not allowed to. I am allowed to play with the worm, but you're not. Understand? Do you understand? Your tie seems to have slipped. May we retie it for you? No. It's supposed to look like this. It's supposed to look like this. I'm just gonna start pressing random buttons. That's not gonna help unjam the printer. That's probably gonna jam it more, actually. Hey boss, it's IT. We need to talk to you about some content we found on your work device. Can you spare some time? No, I cannot spare some time, because I know for a fact that nothing that I use on my work device can be used against me. I know for a fact I have a separate personal computer for personal matters. I know for a fact that there should be nothing found on my work device. Thank you for the stream elements. Let me check it. Let me check it. Crumbles, thank you. Hey boss, if I can straighten up my department, secure the Anderson and Anderson contract, secure the promotion that's been rumored about, then can I touch those soft, wonderful, bouncy ears of yours? No. Under no circumstances are you allowed. Under no circumstances are you allowed to even come near my ears. You are not allowed to come near my ears. You cannot touch them. You cannot flick them. You cannot do anything. Don't even look at them. You have no need to look at them. Ears is jail. Exactly. There's actually a clause. There is a clause in the phase world law that says you are not allowed to touch the ears or the tail of a blue bear unless specified. It is considered sexual harassment if you do. Sexual assault. Sorry I'm late, boss. The trains were all delayed. Not an excuse. You should have ran to work. My mouth seems to be moving by itself. Peculiar. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh yeah? You stupid. Mouses don't move by themselves. You stupid. Stupid. Do what near your ears? You cannot come anywhere near my ears. You cannot be near my ears. Do not touch them. Or anything. I can't look up or down. What can I do? You can look all the way down to the floor. And you can really look like you're repenting. I think that works. Look at the floor when I talk to you. That is the only appropriate response. I'm about to put those ears in my mouth. Jail won't stop me, boss. You want to ruin your entire life just to put my ears in your mouth for 1 second? Because I'm going to kick you in the balls the moment it happens. Huh. Boss, the company firewall is working wonders. No ads or pop-ups when streaming anime. You know, that's funny because anime streaming should be blocked as well. Sorry, I came in the wrong time. I'll leave. No, there's no wrong time to come. There's no wrong time to come in. You were supposed to be here 2 hours ago. Why didn't you come to the meeting? You were supposed to be at the meeting. Boss, I've reviewed the monthly cash flow statement and there is a line item called Sim Fund. Compliance team require clarification on this. Oh yes, that is the fund. That is the fund that is for employees to send me money. Because for some reason all of my employees are Sims for me. I left a Meowly Cyrus in the car 2 hours ago. Sorry, boss. What the? Meow? Who's Meowly Cyrus? And why did you leave her in the car? What? Sorry I'm late, boss. I didn't want to come to work. Do you want to be paid or not? Do you want this job? I'm getting mixed messages here. Do you want this job or not? No? Yeah, okay, what are you gonna do if you don't have this job? Bum around? You're not gonna have a salary. Where are you gonna live? Is Fishman's warehouse called Prawn Hub? And is that why it's on all our PCs? I'm pretty sure his employees are shrimps too. No, that's Prawn Hub is a different thing. It's a different thing that you shouldn't be on. It is not Fishman's warehouse. Chris Blake, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the Urf Gang 7 not a cult. Thank you. Boss, we've been in disagreement for a while over what to rename the pepper shredder since we don't call it the pleasure hole anymore. Any suggestions? Yeah, we shouldn't be calling it that. That is very, very, very inappropriate for the workplace, and it's fine. It's fine unless the higher ups are here, but we don't want to get into the habit of calling things as names that we cannot say in front of higher ups, because someone might slip, and then I'm gonna be the one who's responsible for allowing that kind of behavior. Do you understand why I'm a hard ass now? Because I don't want to lose my job. I can tell you why I'm late, but you won't believe me. I can assure you that it won't happen again, I think. Yeah, you're right. I would not believe you. But if you make sure that it does not happen again, maybe I'll let it slide. Maybe. Well, before this meeting is over, let me say that your tail is fake. No, it's not. It's very real. It's very, very real. And you should not come anywhere near it as well. Do not come anywhere near my tail. That is why I have it covered under my skirt at all times. Sorry, boss, this is the end of my shift. We'll have to pick this up tomorrow. Have a pleasant evening, my bipolar selves. We're not done yet. I scheduled this meeting. We're not done yet. Boss, I just came back from the bathroom and someone drilled a hole on the wall of one of the stalls. Well, that's gonna be one hell of an email to write. Please do not have glory holes in the office. Sorry. Nyan, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the Urf Gang Definitical. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, boss. Hard to miss your tail with these back shots. What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hey boss, sorry I'm 90 minutes late. Can I have a raise? No, you get a demotion. Demotion. Very say so indeed, boss. I'm not the one who drilled the hole. I'm the one making sure that people don't use the hole. Hey boss, can I get a transfer to the Fox Girls department? I heard they get drinking parties every Friday. No. You are not allowed to transfer. I am not transferring you. You are staying here with me forever. Unless you quit, of course. How am I supposed to dogi-side your feet if you hold me to your face? I'm not holding you to your... What? I'm not holding you to my face. Why would I do that? I don't want you anywhere near my face. Ew. It is 100% a cult. Send help immediately. No. It's an office. It's an office. Da 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 da. The stonks are up. Can we upgrade our computers? No. You know what we do with those stonks? You know what we do with the stonks? We give them to me. We give the extra money to me. Because I've been taking losses here. Because of how stupid you guys are. To upper management, Uruka Fujikura. NUTS. BSE. What? I don't get it. I don't understand. What? What does that mean? What? But anyways, I really thought we would get somewhere in this meeting. I really thought we would get somewhere. But it seems like you are not very motivated to keep this job, one way or another. And I don't quite know how to deal with that. I don't quite know how to deal with that. Hey boss, gotta take off early. Some of the other workers threw bricks at me and they almost peed my... They also peed my pants. What do you mean they peed your pants? They peed on your pants? How does that work? What do you mean they peed your pants? What? What does that mean? How did you hire us anyways? We all flunked out of high school last week. No, you didn't flunk. You passed. And we are a very gracious company, so we said, Phase Academy, very prestigious academy. We'll hire people from there if they pass the test. But you don't seem very motivated at all. Are you burnt out, perhaps? I understand. I've been there once. But that doesn't mean you gotta slack off. Hey boss, it's been 6 months. Can I move to an office with sunlight? It has not been 6 months, it's been 3 days. The Uru worms keep chewing through the wires and the dark makes them more bold. You have as much sunlight as you need. You have as much sunlight as you need. You don't need more than that. Boss, please don't fire me. This is my first job out of jail. Well, if you don't want to get fired, you should, do your job. I don't know what to tell you. Other than put your hands on the wall, take your pants down. I'm gonna get my belt. If you don't want that to happen, then maybe chop chop, get it done on time. So that's the conclusion we reach, right? Are you in agreement? Are you in agreement? If so, you may rise from your dogeza. You may put your clothes back on. And you can get back to work. I know it's 9 p.m. I know it's 9 p.m. But you didn't do anything today, did you? I don't need pants in order to write a report. Okay, but you need pants to be in this office. Yeah? Please keep your pants on in the office. Got it? Got it? No, degenerate, I'll defy you till I die. Well, that still means you're gonna be an employee in the company though, right? If you mean you'll defy me till I die, that means you'll work under me till you die, right? And that means you'll never be promoted. Or I get promoted way more than you. Boss, I got a booty call. I'm gonna leave early. Yeah, I call bullshit on that because no way any girls want. No way. No, that's not happening. I call BS. I call BS. If you wanna make an excuse to leave early, at least make it believable. But they never said it was a girl. Yeah, no way any guy's doing that either. Nice absolute territory, boss. Back to the ground. Back to the doggy's eye. You should not be looking there. Back to the ground. Back to the ground. Boss, why do you look 3 months pregnant? Excuse me? I'm not pregnant. Excuse me? Sorry, that's just my stomach. I'm sorry. This is normal. Did you know that girls have a little bit of protrusion in their stomach? You know why? Because we have wombs. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. I'm not pregnant. It is completely impossible for me to be pregnant right now. At 3 months, nothing would show anyway. It would. But there's extra fats in this area to protect the womb. It's not possible for my stomach to be completely flat. Are we the father? We will raise a happy family. No, you are not. There is no father, there is no children. It is not possible for me to be pregnant. Biologically, it is not possible for me to be pregnant right now. Sorry, boss, let me correct that. Why do you look 30 pounds fatter? Okay, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I am very skinny. Excuse me, I am very skinny. You're a man? No. No, I am not a man. No. Just because I said that it's impossible for me to be pregnant right now doesn't mean I'm a man. It just means that there is no way that my eggs are fertilized. There is no possible way. Meat tastes better with a little fat. You're not supposed to be eating me. That is completely inappropriate for the workplace. Just gotta keep trying. I think you should understand. If you weren't so stupid, you would understand that I'm trying to imply that there was no try in the first place. What do you mean it's impossible? I learned in school that blueberries reproduce asexually. Are you trying to tell me Uruka-sensei lied to me? No. When blueberries reproduce asexually, they do not become pregnant. They do not become pregnant. Asexually reproduced bears do not grow in the womb. You should know this if you actually did listen in class. I'm sure the Virgin Mary said the same thing, Bear. Yeah, probably. Probably. But I'm Virgin Bear. So it's the same thing. But there's no baby Jesus in my stomach. You can't be pregnant while dating Leah. Who... I am your boss. Who I am dating is none of your concern. Yo boss, you look hella fertile today. Here's those reports you asked for. By the way, did you get that thing I sent you? The thing that you sent me? Yeah, you're fired. Also, you're not allowed to say that. What does looking fertile mean? You're not allowed to say that. You are not allowed to say that. That is completely inappropriate. Completely inappropriate. Jesus. Okay. Now that we've gone over your list of transgressions, I think after I have threatened to squeeze your balls and slap you, that you will be more productive now. Am I correct? Are you gonna get everything done by tonight? Yes? No? Why are you saying no? Yes? Okay. 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 If you say so. If you don't finish everything in time, I might have to fire you. You get a chance now, but I might have to fire you. But I'd like to add some things to the list. Do yourself a favor and not do that. If there are things that I'm not aware of, do yourself a favor and not do that. I don't need any more reasons to fire you. Threat? I mean, you know, if you need to be threatened, then I'll do it. If you need to be threatened, then I'll do it. You fired me so I can't finish? No, I didn't. When I said fired, I didn't actually mean it. Unless you actually want to leave, then you have to quit. You mean the Mpreg dossier or something? Nothing about Mpreg. No. My limbs fell off, boss. Can I have the day off sick? Can you prove to me that your limbs fell off? All of your limbs? Did all of them fall off? Are they gonna grow back? You also promised that thermometer up the ass. I did not promise that. I just said if you're sick, you need to prove it. It's not a threat if that's what we want. Why do you want it? What is wrong with you? What is your problem? Literally, what is wrong with you? Why would you want that? Huh? Why would you want that? I don't understand. I don't even know what to motivate you with anymore. Okay, it's fine. You can leave. You can leave. Meeting adjourned. But before that, let me show you the products that we have on sale in the company. The products that we have on sale in the company store. Shop.face-connect.com. Shop.face-connect.com. Get your Uruka birthday merch today at shop.face-connect.com. I know a lot of you are feet bros, but I hate feet. And this is the closest thing you're gonna get to feet. Okay? It's the closest thing you're ever gonna get. Desk mat. Really cute. I love the art a lot. This is a black and blue company. No, it's a black and white company. Our colors are black and white. Before we go, can we get a good boy bear? Why? You have not been a good boy. Why would I say that? This meeting could have been an email. No, it could not have. I know for a fact that you would not read it if it was an email. Nui plush keychain. It's super cute, super derby looking. With a removable hat with the cursed face on it. So cute. You can hang it on your messenger sling. It's a little keychain. And you can hang it on your bag. And the bag is actually like not as small as it looks. It can fit a decent amount. And it looks really cool. It's good for travel and like conventions and stuff, anime conventions. And it just looks really cool and I love it. Acrylic keychain. It's super cute. I love the art and I love the artist. So make sure you check them out. Sounds like you're desperate for my help since you lie to me, begging pathetically with harmless threats. I'm not begging. I'm just trying to help you out. Because I don't want to fire you. But I will if I have to. Fine. Call us a bad boy. We'll meet you halfway. You're a mediocre boy. Such a mid boy. That's your halfway. I pre-ordered the man purse. I mean, cool bag. Thanks. I'm glad you like the man purse. I don't care if you call it a man purse. I think man purses are cool. I think man purses are cool. Is that bag big enough to hold boss's purchases? Yeah. Yeah. It's big enough to hold boss's purchases? Yeah. Can we get bin bad boy bear? We will work hard. You're such a mid boy. You're such a mediocre boy, aren't you? Oh, you've been a mediocre boy. Okay. Anyway. It's time to leave the office now. Get out of my office. Get out of my office. I don't want to see you until you got all your work done. I don't want to see you until you finish everything. I don't want to see your face. Get out of my face. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm gonna raid a Remy. We're gonna raid a Whammy. Make sure to buy the merch. Good, now call me a... I don't know what... I don't know what that is. One last appearance from Uru Worm before you go. Like, subscribe, comment your favorite parts. Raid time. Get out of my office. Get out of my office. I don't want to see you and get out of my office. I will be sat on the photocopier if you need me. Why are you sat on the photocopier? Stop printing photocopies of your butt. Get out of my office. Get off my lawn.